dropping out of the competition, and who knows what else. Like, Eamon, you know, the kind of, I think Liam used the word, was the histrionics or stuff that he used to do. Like, that stuff in the early days used to annoy you. But that's taken out of his game now.
Yeah, it annoyed me to the point that I thought that it was a fatal flaw. That when he came into big games and tough situations and tough players like Juventus defenders, that he wouldn't be able to handle it. I was completely wrong about that. And I thought he was just, you know, I think I called him a name, I don't know, a showpony. One night here in this studio when they were playing Roma at home, and he scored a hat-trick. But I thought the show pony wouldn't become, but he, as Liam and Didier pointed out, he has evolved and reinvented himself, and he is a truly great player now that we will never forget. And I'm quite happy to acknowledge it, because the game needs him, and as Didier and Liam have said, he has changed.
And a phenomenal scorer of goals.
Yes, and in this competition last year, he scored 8 goals, quarter-final, semi-final, final. In one match, he scored one with his left foot, one with his right foot, and one with his head. Let's just roll it and see the quality. This was last year when they were trying to be the first team ever to win this back-to-back, this Champions League, and he was magnificent. I mean, that's one with the right foot. This is against Bayern Munich, I think, and there's one again with the underside of his boot, and there's one with his head. Takes the pace off it with his head, and as Liam said again, his instinct for finding the space in the box, and also that was with his left foot. This is Marcelo bursting through, and again he puts it in. This is against big players in tough situations. You watch this goal. He's the quickest thinker in that box. That was quick thinking and anticipation. I mean, this is like, there are only 3 games here. This is like a whole career for some people, a show reel. And we're only taking a little portion out of it in one competition.
Unfortunately, I've never been a scorer, but obviously I've played against some of the best goal scorers. And when you play against a Ronaldo, when you play in the day against a Cole, a York, these players, you have to have 2-3 people on them, because you know when they do get the ball, you always try to help the fullback, you try to help the centre back. Now, when you play against Ronaldo, these guys will know we've got to keep not 2 eyes, but 4, 6 or 8 eyes on him. Yeah. So there will be 2-3 players always watching him. Yet he still scores the amount of goals he does.
And this is an amazing goal. They needed it to go 2-0 up. Juventus had given him a good game, and he drifts into this position having started to move, and there you go. And that's Liam referred to. The Juventus fans, who are very educated, have seen all the greats at that great club, and they stood up and gave him an ovation. And notably, his own celebrations are far more muted than they usually are. He rips his shirt off and shows you the body. But today, this is a moment, I think, for him of complete fulfillment. He didn't even need to do anything. So I think we can celebrate this great player, and anybody who's seen him, and Messi, it has to be said, will say...
We were around then.
Yeah, and also the joy he gives people. He gives us something that fine art and music gives to other people.
I think you've got to be a tremendous athlete. We know what a footballer is. To hit that ball 2 meters and 30 above the ground, you've got to be a tremendous athlete.
Yeah, we mentioned that last week, did he? That he's looked after himself brilliantly, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'd just like to make one point I made last week. A very well-known Spanish journalist called Guillaume Balaguer was on Sky last week, and he said, actually all the professionals can do this in training, but only the great players can do it in a match. Not true. All the guys can't do it in training, can we, guys?
No, I wouldn't be here for training.